Ladies and gentlemen, very happy to have this man today in Headkrack's hip hop spot. This dude's been making joints, and the consistency level is silly. New album's called The Cool Again. There's a lot of joints on there. It rides well. Ladies and gentlemen, chilling with the one and only Scotty ATL.
Yeah.
Big homie.
What's happening?
Yo, like, first, like, sometimes when you meet people, like, sometimes stars and famous people can kind of, like, float under the radar because they don't have that quality.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is my first time actually meeting you, but if I never met you before, I'd be like, this dude's supposed to be somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you say he's supposed to pop off. You got that energy about yourself.
Appreciate that.
That's half the battle being won right there.
Hey, you right, too. You right. That is half the battle. You got to have good energy, and you got to have, a look about yourself. You know what I'm saying? So people know you're on your way somewhere.
And if I could break this down for everybody who's actually listening to the podcast and not watching the video,
right?
My man is giving you not a thin leather. It's a very deep, thick cut of leather,
you know
and it's red.
Okay.
It's red leather. Not everybody could pull that off. You're pulling it off, man.
I started with the Falcons hat with it, but I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I wanted y'all to see my hair.
You're sticking. You're out blending everybody else now because you didn't rock the Falcons hat. Because it's just so easy to do because it's ATL.
Nah, shout out to the Falcons though. You know what I'm saying too. You know what I'm saying? I respect. I'm from the ATL, so I got to represent. They ain't make it out of the way. You know what I'm saying? Cam still, doing his thing for the ATL. Salute.
Well, the Falcons are to Atlanta, which the Knicks is to New York. They can do it, but for some reason they just don't. And you want to see it happen, right?
Right. It's crazy, man. I think it's the coaches, you know what I'm saying? That's just my own opinion. I feel like it's the coaches. We need some new coaches. Everything just need to start over, man. The whole program.
Like sometimes, sports franchises and teams are like cakes. You're always one ingredient away from having cornbread or an actual cake.
Right.
And it seems like the Falcons and the New York Knicks just keep making cornbread every year. But we got it though. But we're not here to talk about our favorite sports teams or foods for that matter. We're here to talk about your records, man.
That's
got one right now called The Cool Again. And I was telling my homegirl Beyonce Aloysius a little while ago, I was like, yo, Scotty ATL makes the perfect music to where when you get in your car, it's like the first thing you should hear because it rides well. It makes the commute smooth.
Appreciate that.
And with a name like Scotty ATL, you would think, the people who are uninitiated and don't know your sound or your music, you would think it would be like super ATL, super trappy. But it's like real universal, man.
Right.
What's the process?
I mean, man, that's on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to make that music that when you get up, it's hustler music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really trying to inspire people to get on their grind and stay on your hustle, to don't listen to what the haters saying, cause that's what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like, I had to start from the bottom. You know what I mean? In my career, I really had to build a fan base and just do my thing, do this on my own, on some Master P type stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm telling in my story, and that's what I'm doing on purpose. I want you to have that song from Scotty ATL when you wake up. That's the first thing you play, cause it's gonna motivate you to get the money all day.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Now, as far as collabs, you got quite a few, and it seems like you've worked with a lot of people across the board. It's not just one region. I mean, you got records with I Am Sue.
Yeah.
B.O.B. on the check-in. I mean, that's to be expected.
Yeah.
Street corner
That's the big
executives.
homie.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ty Dolla $ign, y'all got a joint, right?
Nah, we don't got one yet.
But it needs to happen.
Right.
It does need to happen.
We're gonna put that in the air. Yeah, we'll put it in the air.
Ty's one of those dudes who never ceases to amaze me. Like, in my head, he's worked with everybody he hasn't worked with yet, because you can kind of throw him on any record and it'll just kind of add that little flair to it.
Right. One day, you know what I'm saying? I believe we'll collab one day. You know what I'm saying? I respect the music though. Like, when we was on tour, I went on tour with Big Crit and BJ the Chicago Kid recently.
Okay.
We did a 39 city tour. I was on the road for 2 months, and a lot of Ty Dolla $ign, we played that a lot. His new records, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to him.
Now, what's the craziest thing you've seen on the road? Just traveling. And I know you still fairly new at this. And if you can see the reaction of the homeboys, everybody started cheesing. So
man,
I know you got some joints for me.
Look, man, listen, I'm gonna tell you this, man. We got told in New York City. I went to it wasn't Sway show, it was DJ K Slay.
K Slay, Drama King.
Right. I went to his show after the concert.
Okay.
Killed the concert in New York. It was crazy. Went to the interview, came back, the car was towed. With the luggage, with the money, with the other stuff, you know what I'm saying? The medication, you feel me?
Okay.
Yeah, it was a crazy situation going on. You know
How
what
did you
I'm
get your
saying?
medicine back?
We had to get everything back.
So they didn't go through the car.
They didn't. Luckily, they did not go through the car. But that was just one incident. It was crazy, man. Like,
Yep.
and we were still trying to get to the next show. You know what I'm saying? So we couldn't go that night. You know what I'm saying? We had to wait till the morning, and then we had to make it to the next location. So it was crazy.
So I think I know how the story plays out because, like, I've been humbled many times in my own city. Like, you know, you could be having the best night ever. New York will fuck it up for you. Like, you know, when you come out, that car's going. So you went to go see K Slay.
Right.
Sirius is in Manhattan. So let me guess. They took the car to the police towing company in Manhattan, right off of the West Side Highway, right?
The one by the river.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was leaving the Comedy Cellar one night, and you know when you park your car, you ain't new to this. Atlanta, they'll tow you and throw a boot in your car real quick.
Right.
You check the signs. I could park here. So how did they get you? How were you wrong?
Man, really, it wasn't my fault.
There it is.
It was really my boy's fault, Keon. He did it. You feel me?
Keon, you taking the floor for that?
Yeah, he did it. You know what I'm saying? But it's all love, though. We got it back. We made it to the next, you know what I'm saying, event on time, the next concert on time, so it was cool. But that was like one incident, man, out of a whole bunch of stuff that happened, man.
Word. What's your favorite city to rock in?
I got to say Denver stands out to me the most. Denver was crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? You know the laws they got up in Denver. You know what I'm saying? You can smoke as much as you want. So it was packed to the capacity. Like we was at even just at the merch table after the show. And I couldn't even move, you know what I mean, to greet the people. It was so smoked out in there. Now we smoke good.
Right.
But it was so smoked out, like we had to get out of there just to breathe. It was crazy.
Yeah, you know, like them places where like they just know laws on certain things. Like, you ever played Germany?
Nah, I ain't been in Germany.
When you
yet.
go to Germany, look for it. They don't smoke weed in public. You know, you go to Amsterdam and get busy, but like they smoke cigarettes heavy. Like I played a venue where like literally people had a cigarette in both hands, and like everyone's breathing fine except us. We're over there dying because like they're just so used to it. So Colorado used to the smoke.
Man, I know that was crazy.
Now you say you smoke good, but have you got into the edibles?
Oh, yo, I'm on the edibles. I was on the edible just a couple days ago.
So what was the first time you ever got completely laid out by some edibles?
Man, I was at my boy Mixo's house. Mixo's a producer. He produced Shout to Swing My Way. This is a while ago. And we was on some, we had some homemade edibles.
Okay.
He made some cookies. But he probably put too much in there, you know what I'm saying? Man, all I remember is I went to Crystal's on Memorial Drive. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
The next morning, I woke up, man, it was burgers and ketchup and stuff just all over my floor. This is when I had my little Jeep Cherokee, you know what I'm saying? And that was the most wasted I ever got off no edibles.
That's kind of light compared to like stories you hear. Like I think I read something about Dave's Loaf called like 911. Like
I ain't doing all that. Nah, we can't play all that.
I
ain't trying to go to the hospital. So I just tell myself I got to calm down. Now, one time I was on tour with B.O.B. and Kevin Gates on the bus, and I thought I did need to call the hospital, but we got some milk and I got some food. Yeah, you know about that milk, huh? Help you calm down a little bit. And I drank that and I was okay. But I had a brownie, like one of them heavy duty brownies, and I had this thing they call a tarantula, which is like is keef, is wax, and is high grade weed all in one little thing and some paper.
Now somebody may have just gotten out of jail and have no idea what wax is. Can you break that down?
Okay. Now I ain't gonna flex. I don't really know the whole process of the wax like that, but I know that it's pure THC.
Got you. So, so they extract all the chemicals from the actual marijuana. They make a wax out of it, and boom.
Right. That's what's going on. Yeah. So that was all in one thing, and it was like the wax was rolled around, the weed was like in the bottom coming up, and then the keef was kind of at the top. And so we smoked that, and I ate the brownie. So I was
How were you
crazy.
even here?
It was crazy, man. I was laying down. I just felt like my damn throat was like on the side. Like it was crazy as fuck. So I had to calm down, like I said.
So you was on so you B.O.B. and Kevin Gates was all on the same tour bus?
No, me and B.O.B. was on the same tour bus.
Got you.
And Gates, you know what I'm saying, he had his own transportation.
Gates is an interesting guy.
Gates cool.
See,
I rock with Gates.
He's
You
one
don't
of
tell
those
you
guys
why.
when you get the, like, you know, because I've watched so many interviews with Kevin Gates, and I'm just very intrigued. He's a very fascinating person.
Yeah, but you know the main thing about him is that he being himself.
Mm-hmm.
I rock with anybody that be themselves. I don't care if you a geek or you just the coolest cat. You know what I'm saying, on earth. If you being yourself, you alright with me.
Like, he's the perfect balance of book smart, street smart, and just some good old common sense.
Yeah, he
and
interesting.
he pulls it together well.
Yeah,
I rocks with Gates.
He a cool dude though. And in music jamming.
Yeah, and that's the most important part, bottom line.
No doubt.
So, who would you say the typical Scotty ATL fan is? Like, who really rocks with your music? Who you trying to talk to?
Man, you know, it's an interesting dynamic that, you know, a fan from Scotty ATL, you know, like, it could be, you know, a trout, you know what I'm saying, cat, you know what I'm saying, they're just in the trap all day. It could be a 9-to-5 dude, you know what I'm saying, cause my music just appeal to everybody. And I don't say that in the cliche way, like, I've been in the streets, you know what I mean, on that side of it, you know what I mean, I ain't in the trap now, but I can speak, you know what I'm saying, from that side of living, and I can speak from the side of living or from the 9-to-5 cat. So that's what my music appeal to. Like, when you go to my shows, like, you definitely gonna see somebody that got a job, but you gonna, at the end of the show too, it's always somebody that's in the trap. They gonna come up to me like, bro, your music helped me get through.
Word.
So, you know.
And I think that's the most important part, being able to connect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like, so much music is made that's disposable. Like,
Right.
There's no purpose or meaning for the music other than make people dance for a short amount of time. But if you can use your words to connect with people, I think it really effectively
You gonna
does.
win. That's the whole process. Like, when I found out for me that it was about connecting, that's all I needed.
Change the process.
You know, it made it a longer process for me to get where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Like, I came up with cats that was making one, you know, like records. Bam, they out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then for me, it was a slower process. I had to build a fan base, but I knew that when I got there, it was gonna last longer. You know what I'm saying? Like, you look at Biggie, you look at Pac. These guys made music that was about their life, what they went through. Man, they music still live today. Outkast, you know what I'm saying? UGK. That's the type of music I want to make, because when you connect with people, it's going to always stick. It's going to always break through everything else that's going on.
Word. Now, when you talk about building a fan base, if I'm not mistaken, you were part of the XXL freshman situation, right?
No, not, man. Hey, you putting it all in the air today.
Okay. I'm from
Yeah,
the future.
you putting
I
it
know
all
you
in the
is.
air.
I'm from the future.
Yeah, no doubt. I ain't been on the cover yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that thing is sort of, I mean, because, like, I've been seeing your name bounced around for, like, a minute.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't until, like, probably about a year and a half ago that I was able to really connect with the music, you know, alongside of the name. Like, you know,
Right.
you see the name in creative loafing and whatnot. But one day I was just chilling, a song was playing. I was like, yo, this motherfucker riding that beat, and the verse was tight.
Yeah.
I Shazam that shit. It was you.
Wow.
And it was actually Cloud9. Like,
That's
that's like
crazy.
one of the first songs that pulled me in. So I went back,
Wow.
started doing the knowledge and peeping the catalog, and I'm like, yo, this brother makes a certain kind of music, and I can totally see why people are, you know, kind of caught up in the hype, man. So I'm just happy to see where it's going,
Man, appreciate that, for real. Appreciate that.
So what's the next move? Like, you know, is the tour up next? I mean, you got to hit the road, promote the cool again.
Right. It's a lot going on. Like I said, I just got out tour with Big Crit and BJ the Chicago Kid. We did 39 cities. We went
Shout out to
around
Crit,
the
man.
whole U.S. Yes. Super shout out to Chris. He's a real cool brother. So I got that going on, and I got a lot of other stuff going on. I'm working on my own tour called No Handouts Tour, which is myself, Spody, and Quick Trip.
Okay.
I'm doing that on Cool Club and ATL Top 20. We just doing the Southeast. I'm doing this in the meantime while me and B.O.B. about to go on tour soon in a couple months.
That's going to be a good little audience to get in front of.
Right.
Let's talk about B.O.B. for a second. I don't know if you've been following this brother.
Yeah.
And you know what? Most people are jumping out the window. This dude's a kook. But
Right.
you know what? I've been doing the research about this flat earth thing.
Right. You believe it.
It might be a little something to it. Like,
Okay.
I don't know, man.
Okay,
Like, you know,
okay.
I'm seeing some things, man. Like, you know, people doing their own independent experiments and, like, you know, rockets hitting invisible, you know, fucking barriers out of nowhere and exploding. And
Right.
and the fact that you can't go past a certain point.
Right.
You know, in the polls, like, yo, what's that all about? Like, you know, not to say, like, the earth is, like, as flat as a record or vinyl or a plate, but
Right.
it's interesting. Where you at with it?
I mean, man, I fell off the earth to get here today.
I know where you're coming from.
Nah, I'm just playing. You know.
I thought you said you was high and you had to sober up and come to work.
Hey, okay, now you working. But see, nah, for real, you know, I really don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? But that's my brother, man. You know, if he want to believe that, he could believe that. You know what I'm saying? Like, one thing about it, he do got a point saying that you could believe anything else, but he feel like you can't believe that. Like, it's a crime.
Right.
So, you know, I'm rocking with her either way.
Yeah.
I don't believe the same thing he believe.
Right.
You know, I think it's round. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion.
Most people do, yeah.
Yeah,
and
you know.
The crazy thing about the whole, like, you know, a lot of, like, the arguments that people are coming with is like, well, in the Bible it says,
right.
You know, and then you're going to kind of lean in with an educated mind. Like, well, nigga, they didn't have science back then. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a good point, too. I mean, you know, man, look, this is what I think at the end of the day. If he want to believe that and he have certain evidence that he want to stand behind with it, that's on him. But for me, personally,
the earth is round.
It's round. Until somebody can show me otherwise, I believe it's round.
There's so many sites dedicated to. I've been obsessed over it for the last.
You know what
days.
I think they should do though?
What?
They should let him go to space and let him take some pictures of the world.
That would be fair.
I think that's the best solution.
That would solve it once and for all.
Huh.
Now check this out. You come from
tag that. Shout out to my cuz.
So you come from Atlanta, a place where there's one dude for every 20 chicks.
Right.
So I would imagine on the road, you don't really stunt too much.
Right.
But I imagine the first time you get hitting the road and getting out there,
right,
you probably come across some things.
Right.
You know, so some real fly things. It's easy to fall in love out there, I would imagine, right? Like, have you ever met a chick?
I ain't gonna say that now.
But like, has a chick ever had you just super wrapped around your finger and shit? Like, we're like, I'm gonna call her when I get home. I'm gonna call her when I get back to Atlanta. And
when I get back to Atlanta?
Yeah.
Of course, yeah, for sure. But on the road, like, this is the thing. Let me tell you something on the road. You got to be focused.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, now, everybody can rap about what they doing or whatever, but, hey, it's chicks out there setting cats up on the road, too.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? You know, you going to do your thing or whatever. My partners, you know what I'm saying, had they fun on the road, you know.
But, you know, it's interesting, though, because, like, different people bring out certain type of crowds. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would imagine you would be more likely to get set up if you was, like, Rick Ross and Maybach music, you know, because it just seems like it would attract those type of people.
Yeah,
I'm sure,
that's
like,
true too, though.
No one's setting up Talib Kweli, you know, like, or
you know what? I think like you a little bit, but at the same time, like, you don't want to never get caught slipping. You feel me? Like, I don't make music like that. You know what I'm saying? About just being flashy and whatever. But you better believe when we out in these streets, we still staying focused.
You got to.
Better believe that.
I almost got caught out there.
I ain't taking no chance, huh?
You ever been to St. Louis?
Yeah.
Yo,
I just went to St. Louis on tour with Crit.
Played a show in St. Louis, met these bad chicks. Wasn't really trying to do nothing with them, but they wanted to hang out after the fact. Just like, yeah, come across the bridge with us.
Right.
And I'm like, hell yeah, this shit never happens to us. We're totally going across the bridge with you. Shout out to my man Vandalism. He's like, nigga, don't go across the bridge with them. Because they were apparently known for setting people up. Every now and then, God sends you an angel just to protect you from yourself.
That's real, though. That's real. But, you know, at the same time, like you said, you know, there's some groupies on the road. You know what I'm saying? You know, that is what it is. You on the road, you know what I'm saying? Like, you doing your thing, you on stage, you shining, you know what I mean? Females see that, they love that.
Yeah.
So, you know, it is what it is, but at the same time, I'm just saying, at the same time, I give you the other side of it. You do got to stay focused on that road now. Yeah. For real.
So, when is Scotty ATL his happiest?
When he's making money. It might have been the realest answer, dog. But not for real, man. I love to be around my friends, man, my family. You know what I mean? Like, but you know, I love to make money too. You know what I mean? I want to come up right now.
That's what's up. As it should be, man.
And you know, like, I do a lot of stuff in the community too. Let me say that for real.
That's good. Shed a light on that.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Like, at one point, I had my own program called After Route Campaign. I was bringing different celebrities out to Boys and Girls Clubs in Atlanta. You know what I mean? Warrenboro Boys and Girls Club, Thomasville Boys and Girls Club. I went there just recently, you know what I'm saying, for Christmas. Me and my boy Chef Marlo went out just to give out clothes, you know what I mean, to the homeless right there off Georgia State at, I forget the name of that park, right? Hurt Park.
Okay.
Yeah. So I do a lot of stuff in the community. I've been out in the community with Reese. You know what I'm saying? Here.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Now, yeah, no doubt.
Well, yo, man, you deserve the win. My man started. Take a look at this, man. Zoom in really close.
Hey, man.
This man, Scotty ATL. He deserves the win. He's in the community. He's making a certain type of music that you can ride to. The new project is called The Cooligan.
Right.
If you was to describe The Cooligan in one word, what would that word be?
Amazing.
Easy enough. Now, this is for Mr. ATL, this is for the extra inning. Some people are lazy as shit, and then they're still not convinced that they don't want to go on iTunes or Spotify or Amazon or their local record store and get the album yet. And they're like, you know what? His interview was cool. I like his answers, and I like his swag and what he's about, but I want to hear him rap. What beat could I throw on for you that you feel like you can just sew in half and just eloquently spit your vocabulary in such a player way that people would be astounded and fascinated?
Okay, put on that Outkast, Southern Player Listed.
Ain't nothing.
Okay, look, we're gonna go for a real freestyle, or you want to
whatever you feel comfortable with.
All right, come on with it then.
Which one, Southern Playlistic?
Yeah, come on with that. I like that now. You got to keep it ATL.
Headkrack's hip hop spot. It's only right. We got my man repping ATL. He go by the name of Scotty ATL. He about to get real playalistic on you, right? It's only right we go back with an A-Town classic. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Latonia.
Yeah. Headcracker, bread stacker, Scotty ATL. I bet your girl gon' give me them legs after. I'm from Decatur, I mean Latonia. I growed up, you know them chicks always on ya. We getting paper on my side of town, is what we do. And later on, I'm gon' fall through that studio with my crew. That's what we doing later on. It's going down. You know I'm riding through your zone all the time. This be a freestyle off the dome. I didn't write this, cause I said his name at the beginning. You see I'm flowing in this thing, knowing that I'm winning. It's Scotty ATL, my boy. Ain't nothing playing with it. I let the freestyle flow, and I'm straight out the top like this. Check out my clothes, I'm so fresh and fly. I got that red on me, I got that gold in my mouth. Oh, my head's clean. I messed up on it, man. You see what's going on?
That's how they know the style is free.
Yeah,
everybody can't do that. Everybody can't do that.
Scotty you feel
ATL.
me?
Check it out. This is what the album looks like. That's the Cooligan right there. You see that anonymous looking light-skinned chick with braids? It's going down.
Right.
Who is that person? She on Instagram?
Yeah, she's on. That's me. Her name is me.
Oh, okay.
MYY, actually.
Like, she Asian? Blackanese?
She's from Vietnamese, I think.
Oh, man. We won that war, I feel.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know about that, but.
Now, we took that. I'm in denial. But, yo, man, thank you for your energy.
Appreciate you.
Thank you for everything you've contributed to, ATL as a whole, man.
Sure.
Showing the other side of Atlanta. A lot of times people think Atlanta only has one sound to offer, man.
Right. You
guys like Earth Gang, damn TK and Cash, you're proving them wrong every day. B.O.B. as well, man. So shout out to you and the whole crew.
Salute,
man. Scotty ATL. How can people follow you if they want to find you?
I'm on Twitter, Scotty ATL, SCOTTYATL, Instagram, Scotty ATL, Snapchat, Scotty ATL 44, website, ScottyATL.com. Like he said, make sure you go get The Cooligan. It's out right now. iTunes. Go grab that.
And I want the world to know, it's like 62 degrees right now. He didn't have to give you the fresh leathers.
Come on.
But he did.
But I did. Believe that, exactly.